somehow 2023 is right around the corner. It's literally only 2 weeks away. I can't wrap my head around that. Where did 2022 go? Does anyone know? Because I don't. I just don't know where this year went. I don't know what I did this year. I am just so confused how 2023 is legit 2 weeks away. But that's not going to stop me from reflecting on this past year and to plan for the upcoming year. As you guys know, every year in December, I like to reflect on the previous year. I like to reflect on my goals to see if I was able to accomplish any of them. And I also like to set some intentions and goals for the upcoming year. So that's basically what this video is about. Without that being said, let's just jump right in. I think I sat in the same exact spot last year when I was setting my 2022 goals. So this video definitely has come full circle. For 2022, I actually only had 11 goals. I think for 2020, I had double that amount of goals. And last year, I really decided to just tone down on the amount of goals that I wrote down just because I wanted my goals to be realistic and I wanted my goals to be more of intentions of things that I wanted to accomplish and do versus New Year's resolutions. I feel like when people set New Year resolutions, they don't really accomplish them. But if you set actual goals and actual intentions, you're more likely to accomplish them, especially if you write them down on a journal or on a piece of paper. So I wrote down my 2022 goals on the first page of the journal that I knew I was going to use this entire year. Just so again, every time I opened up this journal, I could see my goals front and center and be reminded of the goals and intentions that I was working towards. For the first goal, which I'm super excited and happy and blessed that I was able to meet this goal and meet this intention. For the first goal I wrote down was I am pregnant and I'm giving birth. That's another thing. I wrote all of my 2022 goals in the present tense. Research just shows that if you write down your goal in the present tense or as you've already accomplished them, you're more likely to accomplish your goals that way instead of writing them as if you haven't accomplished them yet. So all of my goals are in the present tense. The first goal was, again, I'm pregnant and I'm giving birth. I became pregnant in August of 2022 after trying for so long. It feels like a blessing. I found out I was pregnant a weekend before my husband and I's third wedding anniversary. Literally the day before we were set to fly out for our anniversary trip, I found out that I was pregnant, and it feels like it was a gift directly from God because we've been trying for so long, and to find out that I was pregnant right before our anniversary was like a dream come true, and it felt so surreal. I'm currently 19 weeks pregnant and I'm due in April, so I will be giving birth in 2023, and I'm just so happy, so excited about that. And I just feel so happy and blessed that I was able to become pregnant this year. I should scratch these off. The second goal was we are looking at houses and researching the process of building one. So we did start looking at houses mid of 2022. We also started researching the process of building one. We were supposed to move out of Tampa in 2023 and we still want to move, but not out of Tampa because my husband's job is in Tampa and he actually really loves his job. We're going to stay in Tampa for a few more years, maybe 1 or 2 more years. The housing market here and everywhere is just ridiculous, and I don't want to settle for a house that I know I'm not going to absolutely love and see us raising our family in that house. So instead of settling for a house that is not 100% what we want, we decided to just rent until our dream house becomes available or until we can move out of Tampa and build our dream house. Again, I just don't want to settle, and I know if we buy a house in Tampa, I will be settling because I don't want to live in Tampa. We want to stay in Florida, but Tampa has just become a little city and it reminds us a lot of Boston. And if you don't know, we moved from Boston to Tampa in 2021. We were trying to escape the city life, but Tampa has become a city of its own, and I am just ready to live in the middle of nowhere, surrounded by nature, surrounded by trees and animals, and just have a plot of land. That's what we want. Even though we did accomplish this goal of looking at houses, we just came to the conclusion that we are just going to rent until further notice. My third goal was I am practicing more patience and I understand God's timing. I definitely definitely leaned more into my faith in 2022, especially with the process of trying to get pregnant. A lot of you guys are aware of my husband and I's journey of trying to get pregnant. It definitely didn't come easy to us. And not only in the journey of trying to become pregnant, but in just life in general, of going after certain goals that I had and that we had as a married couple. We both really had to lean into our faith and to just realize that, you know what, even though we want something right this very moment, God has a different plan for us, and what is meant for us will be for us. It just has to happen when God thinks we're ready. It's not really in our hands, it's in God's hands. And of course, we work towards our goals, we work towards what we want, but at the end of the day, God has the final word. Understanding his timing has really helped my anxiety and has really helped me to just let go and to go with the flow. And again, what's meant for us will come to us and will happen. It just will happen in God's timing. The fourth goal was that I am not trying to please everyone online. I definitely accomplished this. I think in 2020 and 2021, I was really worried about not upsetting or offending anyone. This year, I definitely moved away from that. Obviously, I don't want to intentionally offend someone, but it's the internet and I put my life on the internet. I film videos for the internet. So sometimes it's inevitable that someone may become offended by what I say, even if it's not my original intention, even if it's not what I meant to do. Someone is going to get offended. I swear the internet stays offended, but I can't allow that to stop me from being who I am and stop me from doing what I love, which is creating videos and posting them on YouTube. So I really learned to just be myself, and whoever likes me, great, and whoever doesn't, then that's great too. Like, I'm not going to be everyone's cup of tea, and that's perfectly fine. Not everyone is my cup of tea either, so why should I expect everyone on the internet to like me? It's just not going to happen. So I definitely moved away from trying to please everyone this year, online and offline as well. And right when I stopped worrying about what other people may think about me, I started to grow on my social media platforms, which is crazy. I know everyone tells you to just be yourself online, but it's hard when you're talking to a camera. Like, it's hard to let your personality show through, and it's hard to just be yourself. But once you stop caring what others think, you will start to thrive. That's exactly what happened to me this year. Once I stopped caring about pleasing other people or being Miss Perfect online, I began to grow, and I began to find people who think the same way as me or who just enjoy my content. That's definitely advice that I will give to anyone who's trying to become a content creator or who just struggles because they're a people pleaser. Just be yourself and don't worry so much about what other people think about you. Don't worry about making everyone around you happy, because again, at the end of the day, even if you try your best to not offend anyone or to try to please everyone, you can't. It's just not going to happen. Even if it's not your intention to offend or piss someone off, you're probably going to. So just do you, okay? That's my advice for you guys. The next goal I had was to read at least 12 books, and you guys, I think I've read over 60 books this year, which is insane to think about. So I definitely accomplished that goal. And my next goal was to get my driver's license, and I also accomplished that goal. I got my driver's license in July, I think, or was it end of June? I don't remember, but the point is, I got my driver's license after wanting to get my driver's license for years. I am 28 years old. I got my driver's license before my birthday, so at 27. If this is the first video that you have watched of me and on my channel, my husband and I lived in Boston for a very long time. He lived in Boston for his entire life. I lived in Boston for 10 years, going on 11 years. If you've ever been to Boston, you know that you don't really need to drive. There's trains and buses everywhere. And I went to college in downtown Boston. I worked in downtown Boston, so there was really no reason for me to get a car, so I never learned how to drive. And moving to Florida, obviously you need a car here, so my husband and I both decided that it was time to get our driver's license, and we did. Really happy about that. And then my next goal was to have 40k subscribers on YouTube. Unfortunately, I did not accomplish this goal. I'm at 20,500 subscribers right now on my YouTube channel. I'm okay with not accomplishing this goal. What's going on with my TV? Great, there's an ad playing. How cute. I uploaded a lot of content that I'm proud of this year. Even though I didn't accomplish my goal of reaching 40,000 subscribers, I'm really proud of the growth that I had on YouTube and on Instagram this year. And I'm so proud of our community. I feel like our community is full of positive and open-minded people, which I love. Who knows, maybe next year I will reach 40,000. My 8th goal was to have 6 streams of income. Did I accomplish this goal? For the majority of 2022, I did accomplish this goal, but then I stopped one of my streams of income. So now I'm down to 5 streams of income. So for half of 2022, I did accomplish this goal, but now that we're in December 2022, I only have 5 streams of income. The 9th goal was to relaunch my podcast. If you didn't know, I had a podcast in 2020 and early 2021, and then I just stopped uploading episodes on my podcast. I do want to relaunch my podcast. I just don't know what the heck to talk about on my podcast. So unfortunately, I did not accomplish this goal. My 10th goal was to have 6 stocks. I can tell you right away, I did not accomplish this goal at all. I didn't do a lot of trading. I'm not a huge investor, and that's something I definitely want to change. It's just not something I care about, if I'm being honest. I know that investing is very beneficial and that everyone should do it. My husband is a huge investor. He literally watches the stock market and invests probably every single day. I just don't like to. It's just not interesting to me, and if I don't find something interesting, it's very hard for me to get into. But I definitely want to get better at investing, or not better, I just want to become more committed in investing. And my last goal was to collab with more brands, therefore earn more money. And for 2022, I definitely collabed with a lot of brands that I have dreamt of collabing with, and I'm really proud of the sponsorships that I have done this year, and they're with brands that I genuinely love. So I really feel proud of being able to, one, land those sponsorships, but I'm also very thankful to you guys, because if it weren't for you guys watching my videos, I wouldn't be able to land these dream sponsorships. So thank you to you guys for supporting my channel, watching my videos, liking my videos, commenting on my videos. Your support means the world to me. Those were my goals for 2022. Overall, I definitely feel like 2022 was a pretty good year. There were a few goals that I didn't accomplish, but I definitely accomplished the more important ones for me, like becoming pregnant, starting a family with my husband. Honestly, if I hadn't accomplished any other goal but that one, I'd be happy, because that's the one goal that was most important to me and that I've dreamt about for years. I'm really happy. I feel blessed, and I'm just really excited to see what 2023 brings. And with that being said, it is time to set some new goals for 2023. I actually haven't thought much about my goals for 2023, if I'm being honest. I'm going to take the time now to write them down. I have this really cute journal. A brand gifted me this journal. I will have it linked below. This video isn't sponsored by them or anything. They just were kind enough to send me this journal to try out, and they sent it to me a few months ago, but I've been holding off on it because I wanted to use it for the new year. It just has Libra on it and the Libra sign on the back, and I just think it's so freaking cute. So I'm going to take a minute now to just write down my goals, and I'll check in with you guys once I've written down my goals, and I'll share them with you guys. And if you haven't written down your 2023 goals yet, use this time to write them down with me, and we can share our goals in the comments below. I need a snack because I'm starving, so I'm not going to make it through this second half of the video without a quick little pick-me-up. Instead of waiting until the end of this video to do chocolate of the day, I'm just going to do it now. If you've been watching my vlogmas videos, then you already know that I have been doing this advent calendar since the first day of vlogmas, so December 1st. And today is vlogmas day 9. This looks delicious. This one is milk chocolate caramel embrace. Oh my god, this is exactly what I needed. This is the chocolate of the day. That's caramel, my fave. So good. Now I have to make sure I don't have chocolate in my teeth. I for sure do. Hopefully I got all of the caramel out, but if I didn't, just ignore it. I finished writing down all of my goals for 2023. I actually don't have that many. The majority of the goals are family / personal related goals. So I divided my goals into 2 different categories, work and family / personal. My first goal under the work category is to grow my YouTube channel to 30K. So by December 2023, I will have 30,000 or more subscribers on YouTube. My second goal was that I am continuing to diversify my streams of income. My third goal, I am landing and working with my dream brands. So those are my 3 goals for work. But for my family / personal category, the first goal that I wrote down was obviously to give birth to a healthy baby and to have a positive birth experience. I know that a lot of people say, even doctors say, don't marry your birth plan, and I'm going to be very flexible when it comes to giving birth, because obviously I know that things can happen that you unfortunately can't plan for. And I'm kind of tired of hearing everyone's horror stories. Like, I know that a lot of people mean well, but when people just share their negative birth experience with me, I kind of just tune it out, because I don't want that in my head. I don't want to get nervous about giving birth. Right now I'm not nervous at all. I am just looking forward to the end result, which is holding my baby, and I'll go through anything just to make sure that my baby is in my arms healthy. I also just want to surround myself with people who are going to uplift me and who are going to encourage me and to promote a healthy, positive birth experience for me, which I know is possible because literally millions of women have had positive birth experience, but for some reason the negativity is always louder than the positivity. My next goal is to take motherhood day by day and continue to do what's best for our family. I've heard from friends and family and just people online how hard being a first-time mom can be. So literally taking it day by day, enjoying the little moments, enjoying the 3 a.m. wake-up calls. Honestly, this little nugget right here is already waking me up at 2 in the morning, 4 in the morning now, and it's not even here yet. So I already know baby's going to be up in the middle of the night once it gets here. But even learning to enjoy those moments, because they don't last forever. Obviously, I welcome advice and I am open to advice from parents who have, you know, kids of their own, but I also think that not everything that works for one parent or works for one child is going to work for everyone. So learning to just, again, trust my instinct and trusting that I know what's going to be best for not only me, not only for my child, but for our family in general is something that I want to continue to focus on in the new year. The next goal that I wrote down is actually a couple goal that my husband and I both have to work towards in the new year once the baby arrives, and that is continuing to prioritize our marriage and to not stop dating one another. Obviously, bringing a child into the world, into your family, can change the dynamics of your marriage. So we've had these open conversations with one another where we agree that we definitely need to prioritize our marriage and our relationship and to not stop dating one another and to not stop being best friends once our little nugget arrives, and to still go on dates, to still spend time together, to still laugh, to still have a glass of wine together if that's what we want to do, whatever it is to maintain and grow our love. My next goal is to not lose myself in becoming a mom. I want to make sure that I'm still taking the time out to do things that make me feel the best version of myself, such as eating healthy, working out consistently. I'm still working out now through this pregnancy, obviously in a safe way that doesn't affect the baby at all, but I want to continue to, you know, take care of myself once the baby arrives. If I feel good and my mental health is good, then I know that I'm going to be the best mom possible to our little nugget. My last goal is another goal that I have with my husband. It's more of a financial goal, and that's basically to buy a car. We need to buy a car. So those are my goals for 2023. I kept things pretty simple. Again, most of my goals are focused on my family and our personal goals. I'm really excited for 2023. There's so many things that are happening, you guys, so many changes coming in the new year, which makes me so excited, but it also scares me, not gonna lie. But I'm so ready to embrace all of these changes. I'm so ready to welcome our little nugget in April 2023. Let me know in the comments below what's one goal you have for the new year. I'd love to know. I hope you guys are all enjoying the holiday season. I hope you enjoyed watching this video. If you did, don't forget to give it a big thumbs up. Don't forget to subscribe. I would love to have you a part of my channel, and I'll see you guys in the next one. Bye, guys.